No, we're not. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to try. I was going to try and cold open on you, but I can't cold open on you saying the word frenulum.
Frenulum?
1 second before we go live. So,
Which person was it, though?
Guess, viewer, dear viewer. See if you can guess. Welcome to The Lost Second. We're going to pick up where we left off on a sort of a hard cut to the credits last week. You guys activated the Lost Second on a sort of a random travel encounter table thing here. And it sent you forward in time to what was very nearly the very end of time, where you encountered a being known as Lady Fortira, who was just as surprised to see you there as you were to be there. You sort of had a little tete-a-tete, a little back and forth, a little palaver at the end of time, and sort of did a little... You also did a couple of investigation checks on the Lost Second itself and sort of discovered some stuff about it. And at the very end of it, you sort of realized that while the Lost Second was fully activated, you just had to unactivate it. So Rio took the Lost Second and simply said, deactivate or something. You commanded it to do so, and that's where we're picking up from today. And all four of you, well, actually, all 8 of you, a sort of a visual motion blur for you, and then a stomach-turning moment, and then you return to your campsite. It's almost immediate, like you broke the spell here. There is no return journey through that tunnel of time. You just simply appear, almost as if you teleported from that the fire, the campsite sort of fire that Lady Fortira had, and all of you return to the Selland Stretch, the great roadway that leads north. There is a blanket of night sky above you, the sounds of the meadows quite still around you as well. A glance over at your horses and ponies, and they appear to have returned to their normal state. And the Lost Second whirs and turns and then slowly loses momentum and seems to return to what is essentially its somewhat deactivated state from the previous very quick spinning that it was doing. All 4 of you have returned.
Zero hesitation. I take the device and I quickly stride to my horse, hold it against my horse, say, unattune both.
You want to unattune your horse?
And myself.
And yourself?
Yes. I'm holding it up to the horse and saying, unattune us both.
Okay.
I think you see Brula standing there still, like, in shock, like, oh!
I just turn around and hold the thing up. You all should, too. If you know it's good for you. And then I drop it on the ground.
Whoa.
What do we do with it if we do that?
We continue doing what we were doing. Go find the item master. Figure out how to work it, how to destroy it. But I'm not getting caught in a dark hole at the end of time.
Well,
We shouldn't be fiddling with this thing that we don't understand.
Okay.
I made that mistake once already.
Brula bends down to pick it up and kind of looks at it. I mean, it wasn't really a dark hole, though. I know what you mean.
You heard what the lady said. What if you hadn't caught us? What if she hadn't caught you? What if we fell to the bottom? What if there was no climbing out? We don't know.
Yeah,
Why would we take that risk?
Here.
Because we're its custodians. We can't just give it up.
I didn't say we're giving it up. I'm just not letting it warp me off to wherever.
But it's confused and it doesn't really know what it's doing. What if it goes on its own and none of us are attuned to it?
Those are excellent reasons to not give it power over you. It doesn't know what it's doing. Yeah, you probably shouldn't. Okay, great. Then we'll help it. We'll keep it with us.
But what happens if it goes somewhere on its own?
and I'll wait.
Do you feel any different? Did it work?
Oh,
Me?
Rio.
What do you mean? Oh,
I can't tell.
Elena
Well,
moves
I
over and stands
respect your
behind Bruna.
choice to not go all the way towards the end of time.
I'm not leaving. I'm not abandoning our job. I'm just not letting this thing ship me off to nowhere until we know how it works and how to control it, and that's not going to happen again.
Okay? Well, just in case it does, I don't mind going along for the ride. Just to see what happens. To make sure that it doesn't fall into a pond or something and get lost.
If it
I'm
falls
with
into a
you.
pond or something, and gets lost, I'll be the only one who can go looking for it. If it takes you all with it, sucked inside time somewhere.
I don't think I ever want to do that again. That was horrifying.
Yeah, me either. So why you should unattune from it.
And
At any
Bruna
rate.
hands it to Alinus. Like,
I take it, and I hold it in my hands, and I look down at Brula. Are you going to stay attuned to it?
I mean, And then she looks at Rio. I really like the adventure. But I understand if you don't want to.
I think we're
You
still
never know
on
who we're
an
going
adventure.
to meet.
I think we're still on an adventure. I think I just threw myself at a gigantic bird yesterday. I think there's plenty of adventure to be found without being teleported to the end of time.
But she did say it's all the same, right? Like it's all happening all at the same time. So
She did say that. I didn't really understand, but
Right. So if that's the case, then it doesn't make a difference.
Toof,
Yeah.
what do you think?
I'm feeling bad. Because if Brula does it, then maybe I don't have to. And that makes me feel like a bad custodian.
I'm sorry, does
I
what?
think so. I think it should be your choice. And she kind of like comes over to Tooth. It should be your choice. And Rio, if you want to as well, you shouldn't have to do that. I'm sorry to say, but I liked it a lot. There's so much more out there than just where we are. And I'm not afraid. And if it takes me, well then I'll go with it. But you don't have to.
One trip to the wrong destination and you'll be afraid. I can tell you that. And I'm not doing that again.
Oh, we should be grateful that she's not afraid, because otherwise someone would have to stay attuned to it.
Toof,
Do
do
what
you
you-
want
do
to
what you have to do.
unattune?
I think I do, yeah.
I very gently crouch down and carefully hand the last second to Toof.
I lean in and I whisper just so Allie can hear me. Does this make me a bad custodian?
No, not at all.
It was
You're
really
still a
scary.
custodian. You can still guide it where it needs to go and take care of it. But Brula and I can make sure it doesn't fall into the wrong hands if it does go somewhere else. And then either you can find us or we can find you, or maybe we'll just come back to you. Just like we did today. I think we're at the same time. But it doesn't make you a bad custodian.
I mean, you have
All
to
it
take
means
care of
is-
yourself first in order to be a custodian, right?
Mhm. All it means is that you're entrusting its care to people that we hope you trust.
Unattune me. I say as I take it, yeah. I want to unattune. And I'm unattuning my horse as well.
Okay.
And then I look at Brula. Thank you.
Of course.
I dust
Shouldn't
my
have
knees.
to go through something like that again.
And Linus walks and stands behind Brula. And I smile. It's okay, though. We're still traveling together. We'll still make sure that it gets to where it needs to go, and we'll find out what we can do to free it and us. Because it deserves to be free, too.
And Brula looks at Rio.
You see me just kind of look exasperated at this "it deserves" line.
I agree that we'll always be traveling together in some way or another. But if we do get separated, perhaps we should have a point where we meet.
I think so, too.
Well, right now, since we're heading to Sonantor, that place that we meet should be in Sonantor somewhere.
Okay.
And if we get separated somewhere else, we should always just have our next destination as the regroup spot. But I've never been to Sonantor, and I don't know about you two, but Toof, you have. Is there a spot in Sonantor you'd recommend for us to regroup?
Oh.
In the event that we get separated, where's a good spot in Sonantor? If favorite tavern, an inn, a marketplace?
Well, you could go to the appraisal section. That's where I mostly spent my time. It's the appraiser's alley. You can go there.
Section, okay.
We could go to the amphitheater, where the world finals for Hatchpoint are played. I'd love to
We
see
could
it.
do that too.
I don't think it's open.
Feels
Sorry,
like
it was
it
a
would
joke.
be very crowded. It's
Yeah,
not a bad idea though, Rio.
I was kidding. I've always wanted to see it. I kind of doubt it's going to be open to the public though, unless the summer games are underway.
It's a straight up Colosseum. It's called the Colosseum.
Okay.
Never
I'm sorry. Where did you say to go to? That was bad time for me to
The
make a joke.
appraising section?
Yeah, just anywhere in the appraiser's corner would be good, probably.
Yeah, I like that. We should solidify that as our plan, because even though we'll be separated, and that's a big if we're separated by time, we'll still have the same plan. You know, Ali and I will still be the same. Even if we're separated, we'll still be thinking of you, and we'll still be trying to find our way back to you. Just know that.
Absolutely.
But I think it's
far-
crucial
too.
to understand where we're going, and if it has a mind of its own, then maybe it's important to understand. Maybe it does have an idea of what we need to do with it.
So far, every time it's been used, we've come back to the same spot, just a little bit later.
Yeah.
So, if the two of you do vanish, just wait right here. You'll pop back out at the same spot. If I have to set up camp for a couple of days, then so be it. If anything, it's safer this way, because remember, if you vanish in front of someone who's trying to steal it from us or enemies, and they figure out how it works, you could be gone for 3 days while they build a cage, and you come back and you're stuck in a box. So
That's
it's
true.
good to have someone out here watching things on this end, I think.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. I'm glad you're all still in one piece.
Yeah, same.
You too.
I didn't really sleep yesterday, so I'm gonna go back to sleep.
I'll keep watch.
Okay.
Okay. Who's keeping watch?
Alinus will
Back
keep
to
watch.
how it was.
I think Alinus was supposed to wake me up. I don't know if
Yeah.
she actually plans on it.
We'll see.
I'll see, I guess. All right. I don't know why we've lost the calendar. I don't know why it's vanished. I did some updates and I didn't notice, to be honest, until right now. So it's about 11 o'clock at night. You were a little ways into your long rest. I can't remember how far in, but I don't think it was too far into it. So we'll say that you still need to do maybe 6 or so hours of rest, bringing you to around 5 or 6 a.m. This was your check for the night, right? So
Who's staying awake?
Alinus is taking the sort of first watch here, which would be the first 2 or 3 hours.
Alinus.
You don't want to rest?
You went to bed without even asking. You were like, Brula passes out.
Yeah, but now that we've traveled through time.
Left me and Alinus to sort it out.
Face dawn.
Yeah, you only had like an hour or 2 of sleep, just so you're aware. You can stay up for a bit with Alinus if you'd like.
Yeah.
One of you roll me a d6.
I dare Elspeth to do it because
Oh,
I was the D100 last time, and I don't know if I trust myself.
If you roll a 100 on a 1d6,
I know that would be pretty magical.
5.
A 5. No, this was just for the weather. Let's see if the weather changed throughout the night, which it doesn't. It remains clear. And
I fall asleep immediately.
normal. Okay.
2 for you sleeping.
I think
Just
I was scared and looking at the stars and trying to stay awake, but I definitely have that moment of like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then I'm asleep.
Like a baby in a car.
Yeah. It was a rough day for me. A big
Yeah.
It was a
scary
rough
rock, and then end of time, and then end of humanity. It was awful.
Yeah, so I think the first few hours of this watch, Tooth and Rio are asleep, Rio being in a sort of trance state, go by. You two remain awake every now and then, maybe just doing a little perimeter check. But again, you're kind of on a big open plain, so the odds are if something's coming to get you, it's going to have to do quite a lot to hide itself from you. It is dark. I don't know if you have
Is there a fire?
Yeah, good question. Do you have a campfire, do you think?
I would love if we had a I mean, that Brula would probably suggest a campfire anyway. If Allie wanted to go along with it, then
I would agree because what's the temperature like out here?
It's the plains, right? And we're
Yeah.
up on bluffs, so
It's
I
the
think
plains.
it's probably pretty windy.
You have a breeze up here, but it is also the dead of summer in kind of a Mediterranean climate. So it's a pretty warm night, and then once it gets to like 12-1, it starts to cool down pretty rapidly. But again, yeah, you're not directly on the bluff itself, but you are on a pretty flat and open bit of land, so the breeze
If
does
it's
just
flat
kind
and
of-
open and there's no cover,
yeah.
I think Alinus would turn to Brula and just say, I don't know if we should risk a fire this time. I'd
Brula
like
makes
one
a
too.
very sad face.
Are you cold?
And she looks at you with big puppy dog eyes and then says, okay,
Do you want my cloak?
yeah.
Okay. I unfasten my cloak and droop it around Brula's shoulders.
Oh,
I have to
thank you.
wrangle getting it off.
That's better.
Yeah, it's a bit breezy up here.
Yeah, just a bit, but we can see a lot, which is pretty nice. At least
Yeah,
we can see if there's another giant bird coming after us.
I hope not. I think I've had enough of that for today. Or was it yesterday? I don't know anymore. Time is
I'm
weird.
not
and
even sure what day it is, what week it is.
I've lost track. We keep moving around in time, and I think it was the right decision for us to stay attuned. I don't feel comfortable leaving it in case it falls into the wrong hands. But wherever you go, I go.
You already know that's how I feel. And she puts her hand on yours and gives it a squeeze. And her hand's it's cold. And then
I shuffle
Brula
a
just
little bit
kinda looks
closer to
off.
try and just keep you warm. Are you okay?
I just keep thinking about Fortira.
Yeah.
Just have never met someone like that.
No, me either.
I didn't think someone like that could even exist.
I've never heard of anything like that. And she seemed to know so much, but I think... when you've been alive for as long as... Alive, I guess? For as long as she seems to, and have seen as much as she has seen, I guess we're quite insignificant to her. I wanted to know so much, but I don't think there was anything she could have told us.
And you see Brula's face just contort into this, like, starting to cry face. And there's just a few tears that fall. And she looks into her lap. I really wanted to know, you know? And it's like when someone's that old, do you think they have all the answers to everything? But of course she wouldn't.
I know. I want answers too. Elenis puts her arm around Brula's shoulder and pulls her
I'm
close
just
for
really
a squeeze.
scared, you know?
I know, me too. But it'll be okay. You don't have to do any of this alone. None of you do. And we'll be okay. We'll get to have that moment.
Yeah. So, just a lot to deal with.
I know. But you know that you're never dealing with that alone. You don't have to carry any burdens by yourself.
And she starts crying and just leans in for a hug.
Annalynnis returns the hug. And also starts to cry, but is very much trying not to.
A few more hours go by. Do you wake any of the others up for a watch?
That depends. Does Brula fall asleep?
Yeah, maybe? I think Brula plays her a flute/recorder wind instrument device for a little bit. And then probably sort of goes horizontal and tries to shut her eyes.
Okay.
I think Alinnis would wait till Brula falls asleep. And then... is she leaning against me?
Yes.
Okay. Then I will not get up. I will attempt to rouse Rio by gently calling across the sort of camp area. Rio, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Did you get some rest?
Oh. I don't think I've gone into a trance that deep in a really long time.
I'm sorry to have to wake you. I figure I should probably get a little tiny bit of shut-eye before we take off.
You have a passenger?
I do.
Yeah, I get it. Just stay quiet. I got it.
Stage whisper.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. And then Alinnis gets some sleep too.
I will try to stay upright since I am supporting Brula and try to get like a little bit of rest, yeah.
Okay. And yeah, you can do so. You guys can actually get a long rest here because you've already done your encounter check and your encounter was going to the end of time. So you do complete this long rest. After a few more hours here, I think the very edge of sunrise on the horizon for you, Rio, appears its little head. You each complete a long rest and get the benefits of a long rest. And you don't have to immediately wake up at 5 a.m., but that is when that long rest sort of completes. And you, you're free to continue on your day and continue traveling along the road.
It was a pretty long, stressful day for all of us. And I didn't get any sleep yesterday and not a whole ton today, but it's enough to go on. I'm gonna just leave everyone else until they wake up naturally, because I think everybody needs rest. And with the sun coming up, I just kind of take in the sights by myself and wait. See how long it takes them to wake up.
Yeah, I think the sun at this time of year, probably on a plains like this in meadows, by 6 is going to be pretty much up in the sky and bright enough that everyone would rouse if light is enough to wake everyone. Making that assumption, around 6ish, 6:30, people probably start waking up, start gathering their things.
It's like when someone just comes into your bedroom and throws the curtain open.
Any blackout inside, the tiniest bit of light.
Toof.
I can't move.
You can't move?
I'm so sore.
Oh.
What is happening to me?
Oh,
Ow.
Are you used to camping out? Sleeping on just a... Yeah, sleeping on a thin little sheet out on the plains like this definitely doesn't quite hit home like a real mattress, does it?
Oh, I don't think it's the sleeping on the ground. I think it's that saddle. My bottom hurts.
Oh.
And my legs. Oh.
Saddle sore.
Is it always gonna feel like this?
No.
No, you get used to it after riding for a little while.
Oh. Okay.
I guess I haven't had that feeling in so long. I kind of forgot about it, but yeah. Yeah, that's
You were also clinging on
normal.
for dear life. So
Yeah, you need
had
to-
a very different experience than most of us usually do.
Yeah, if you're tense the whole time and you're squeezing the horse with your legs, it'll make it worse. You gotta relax.
Now you
I mean,
tell
you know,
me.
but Tooth was also getting chased by the giant bird, so I
That's
don't think
true.
that's very fair to
Through the
say.
sky.
Well, I feel like Tooth was probably tensing on the horse for, I don't know, like an entire day before the bird showed up. But that's okay. It takes time to get used to.
As long as I'll get used to it. Oh,
You
I'm
yeah, you're building
starving.
muscle.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, stronger legs.
Stronger legs. I like the
Stronger
sound
legs.
of that.
And because your legs will be stronger, the next time it will be just a little bit less sore, and then the next time will be a little bit less sore, and you'll be able to
And
walk better,
maybe
probably run better.
You'll even be able to walk or run instead of using a horse because your legs will be so strong.
I'll be so fast that I won't need to ride that terrifying creature. That sounds great. I leap up, and then I'm like, as I realize I'm still very sore. Okay.
You just gotta pace yourself, Tooth.
Day by day, day by day.
Okay.
Yeah, just try to relax. You've had time to get used to Vlad. Vlad's used to you. He's not going to panic and run off.
I mean,
You
no,
had
What
a
was that?
bonding experience over the giant bird thing.
we did nearly
Yeah, what even
die.
was that thing? I can't
don't
believe
know.
I can't believe there's a bird that big that's out here hunting people so close to Runenstein, and I haven't heard anything. You'd think it would have made the headlines from the
I
town
mean-
criers.
Not even just headlines. You think they would have had somebody like a quest to go and take care of that? That's way worse than a crab.
We've seen them before when I was with
Actually-
the Shield Maidens.
I just had a terrible thought. What if we're like the first people to get away from the bird? What if that's why there's not been reports of it?
It's possible. We encountered
horrifying.
maybe not the same, but they were very similar. We just kind of hoped that they would keep to themselves when they were up. They were usually a little further away from us, and as long as we were
Did you
Not
know they
too
were that?
close.
Did you know they were that huge? I guess it's hard to
No.
tell if they're really far away.
they were quite far away, so it was. I don't remember them being quite that huge, but yeah, from what I
Maybe the-
saw, it wasn't nice seeing
Let's
it up close.
stop talking about it. I've
Okay.
decided that I think I'd rather eat some food.
Oh,
I think there's one thing we can all agree on. Breakfast right now sounds lovely.
Absolutely,
Look,
yes.
I still have
Please.
the peppers that Brula found. Shall we have a flamey breakfast?
I would like that.
Me too.
Yes. Absolutely. Tooth, you
You
want to
d-
be in charge of the cooking this time? And I'll go gather the... Alright, it's your job this time. I'm gonna go look around for something. There's no
Okay.
trees or bushes out here, so I guess I'm gonna have to look for twigs and grass to get a fire started.
Fantastic.
fire.
I can definitely be in charge of this, and I'm not at all going to be asking Brula every single step of the way. Brula, what should I do first?
okay, great.
All I hear
And
is that
Brula
you're an
takes you
expert.
seriously.
I follow
I'm walking
Rio,
away.
but like I keep an eye on the camp and don't get too far away.
I look for anything that'll work as fuel for a fire out here in the middle of the plains.
Yeah, I don't think you would struggle, to be honest, because you can find twigs and underbrush and things like that. It's not a flat plain. It's like shrubs and shrubland. There's plenty of bushes and things that you could find.
Gotcha.
You have no problem. You don't need to make checks for this.
Okay.
And you enjoy your breakfast.
How dare you?
Okay. Oh, well, no one said anything, and I thought you just wanted me to carry
You
on.
panicked.
If no one says anything, I immediately just start producing the show. So
Brula, what should I do first? We have to have our
Okay,
meal
so what you
conversation.
want to do is you will place all of these in like a nice line. See, we'll place this one and this one and this one. Make sure they're all in like the same size. And then we take our knife and we just slowly go down the line and make it nice and even.
Okay.
And then I hand the knife to Murple. Okay, now you try.
Okay, and I go ahead and I follow the instructions to a T.
Oh,
Okay,
very
like
good,
that?
very good. That's how you dice. Yes, that's good dicing.
Dicing. Okay, I'm learning how to dice. This is great.
And then we put a little bit of fat that we have here. Going to melt that first so that we get a nice, you can smell it, it's an aromatic. And we're going to dump all this in. Now just dump it
so
in,
good.
all of it at once.
Oh, just dump it?
All of it in at
All
once.
right now?
Right now.
Okay. Woo.
Oh, there it
Like that.
goes.
Okay.
And there's like a big hiss as like all of this like fat and vegetables and spices and things start like sizzling over the fire.
That smells
Oh, you
so
smell
good.
it, yes. Oh, look at that. Oh, make sure that Murple moves it around so that it doesn't burn. We don't want anything to burn.
Okay. Perfect.
Oh, look at that.
Where did
Yum,
you learn
yum,
how
yum,
to?
yum, yum.
Oh, that does look very good. Where
Yeah,
did you
what else do we have?
learn how
Let
to cook,
let
Brula?
me
Oh,
she
I think
jumbles
there are
around.
peppers.
In the back. Oh, yes, we
still
have
in the
peppers. We have
bag,
peppers.
maybe a
Would you
little.
like to dice some more? We can add some
Yes.
peppers. And she
Yes,
places
I
a
would.
couple peppers out on. Okay, we have pepper. Oh. And we all the way at the bottom.
What is that?
Garlic. Puts down this huge head of garlic. It's like purple. Okay,
that looks
that's the
really
most
good.
important ingredient right there. You have to throw all of that in.
All right. Do I dice it first?
Yes.
Okay. And then I begin dicing the garlic. Brula, where did you learn how to cook like this?
I sort of picked it up as I was traveling. I was with a troop for a while, and we had a really good cook who was also incredible at the saxophone. So I learned just a lot about cooking and wind instruments and how a lot of it kind of is the same thing. You know, when you cook, you're sort of throwing in, just whatever you want just to make it nice, make it smell nice, make it taste nice. And then, with music, it's also kind of like you add a dash of your own personality here and there. So it's just kind of fun to experiment,
Never thought about music like that before, but that makes sense. A dash of your
Yeah.
personality, a pinch of your
Yeah.
experience.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic. I like that.
Oh,
Oh,
and then-
this smells really good.
Yeah, we also have an I don't know what this is. Some kind of herb or spice. I don't know.
let me
Can you give
smell
that a
it.
sniff for me? Do you know what that is?
Oh, God. That's very pungent. Is that a mushroom?
I actually don't know.
It's kinda
Can I
smudgy.
roll to see what this is, Brad?
Absolutely, yeah. I guess roll a nature check.
Okay. Because she's debating if she wants to put it in the cauldron.
What's the worst that could happen?
What's the worst that could happen? Doo-doo-doo.
Uh-oh.
2.
That's the worst that could happen.
You have no idea what this is.
Food poisoning.
Well, it smells good, so I'm going to put it in. And we're just going to throw in a couple here and there.
Roll me a d100.
And
Oh, God.
oh my god.
I love
If we
it.
get another 100,
Don't say that.
I
Don't put
will
that out
send you
into
to the
world.
end of time.
45.
45.
It does smell good.
Okay. I know what it is. You carry on.
Oh, yeah, we carry on.
Okay, great.
You're so
and there's like a
fearless, Brula.
Yeah, I bet it will taste pretty good. Hang on a second.
I
She
think I'd be too
has
scared
like the
to do that.
wooden spoon, and she's sort of like mixing stuff up. That's a little juicy. We'll give it a second before we try it.
Okay. Brula.
Yeah.
And I look around just to make sure that the others are in earshot. And by the others, I mean Vlad, because I don't want him to hear my confession. How do you be so fearless? How do you be less scared?
And at this, you see Brula. She's just kind of like idly, spinning. And she blinks. Well, I don't think I'm never not scared. I think it's always there. And she spins some more. And that fear is like it's sort of like a little alarm going off all the time. Is there something that's gonna get you, or you're being chased, or you can't close your eyes for too long because otherwise there could be somebody right behind you. But I think you have to sort of look at it differently, like, well, they're right behind you, but they could be a friend coming to greet you. They haven't seen you in so long, and when they tap on your shoulder, you turn around, and instead of expecting a monster, you expect something good. But I think I had to tell myself to expect good things, and trick myself into expecting good things, and she stirs some more. And when they started to happen, it was like that. That's nice. And more good things happen. And so when you think about the good and it happens, and you say, oh, I helped make that happen, instead of thinking someone's going to hurt me. But it's hard to get past that. It's hard to get past your own fear, because everybody has it.
Everybody?
Everybody. I've never met something that wasn't afraid, even just a little bit. A giant octopus. You're like, it was confused. And confusion is the first step to fear. So don't confuse yourself, Toof. You're really strong. You're really strong. And just because you think you're afraid, you're still doing this. You're still out here with us. You rode that horse even though you were afraid to do it. You're still afraid to do it. That bird was coming after you. I thought you were going to die. But you made it.
I did. You're right.
You made it.
I did.
I mean, that's a huge step. And she adds some more of whatever random herb that was. That's a huge step into the first start of overcoming that. Oh, that's gonna be bad if somebody catches up with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But horses are scary. Riding a horse is scary. And big birds coming after us is so scary.
It is.
And then she gets closer to you. But that's the whole point. Is how we deal with that fear, Toof. And you're really good at it, even if you don't think you are. There's something inside of you that's doing it for you while you're scared, and that's you.
And I nod.
I believe in you, and Rio believes in you, and Ali believes in you. And you know what is most important? Is that you believe in you. I can sense it.
I want to be the best custodian there ever was.
You're doing it right now.
All right. I'm doing it. Thanks, Brula.
And she holds out a fist bump for Murple.
Yeah. And Murple will
Fist
absolutely
bump.
Like that.
Haven't given one of those bad boys out in a while. Okay, hopefully this is good. You think it smells good? I think we're probably good to
delicious.
eat it. Okay, I think it's done. I think we probably should.
What
you guys
are we
ready to eat?
eating? Oh, that smells so good.
Right? Because we weren't
So
going to wait for
hungry.
you, so I'm so glad that you're here.
Uh-huh. I believe you.
Brula gets out some bowls. Look, Poof did all of this, all of the
No.
dicing, all of the
Wow.
Poop and Marble.
I did
They
do
did all of
do
that.
the dicing. I did do the dicing.
Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Had you ever done it before? It looks excellent.
Nope.
Wow. Look at all the new things that we're getting to experience together. Isn't that
Uh-huh.
exciting?
It's very exciting. Now, can we eat?
Yeah.
Absolutely, yes. Thank you both very much.
Everyone eating who isn't
Oh, no.
Brula. No, just make
can't
me
wait.
make me perception checks, please.
Why don't I get a fuck?
You sort of already made this check.
6.
6.
Uh-huh.
I think, yeah, I'm rolling with advantage. Is that okay?
Yeah. Well,
I feel like I
So,
shouldn't
is
even
it-
roll.
I hope
Only-
it's okay.
is it only visual perception checks that you get advantage on, or is it all
I'll double
perception?
check. It says,
This is
initiative
a-
rolls and perception checks. It just says any perception.
Fine, whatever. This is a taste and I guess a smell perception check.
I rolled a
That's why I asked.
12.
Okay. Are you eating this, Rio?
I was just about to say, I think if no one comes and gets me, I will be late to breakfast because I'm getting the horses ready. Like, you can probably see me like 30 or 40 feet off, and I'm like,
I'd
strapping up all
definitely
4
shout
horses.
To you. I'd be like,
Okay.
Rio, breakfast, you're gonna miss it. I'm gonna eat it.
I think you may or may not be able to pick up on this, but I think you may or may not pick up on the fact that I'm kind of like zoned out. You know, I'm over there lost in thought about something. And if one of you comes over to check on it, maybe you find out why. If you're all 3 eating, then I'll just
think
come over there, but I'll be a little bit
Alinus
late.
would carry your bowl over.
Alinus
Okay.
would. Alinus
Okay, so
totally
that's
would.
great, 'cause that
I
means
failed my history to check on the herb. I don't think Brula would notice. You know, canonically,
this
I'm
is
sorry.
great.
Even though I want to, I don't think she would.
This is great because now you get to see what was on my mind, and I can still get poisoned by, by whatever she put in the bowl. Best of both worlds.
You were desperately trying to avoid the poisoning.
I know, you're not getting out of this.
And you bring it. I mean, you start force feeding
Hey,
him this.
You know what Brula just taught
I
me?
was already going to be lost in thought over there regardless.
You know what Brula just taught me? What if it's an enhancement herb? What if it's not poison? What if it's a buff? Expect the
True.
good thing. I can't
What
wait
if it's
till
just
that
potatoes,
Here
bro?
comes the
immediately
airplane, Rio.
backfires on me.
Yeah. Okay.
This is gonna be great.
Yeah. Sure. In that case, do I also make a perception check as she
If you're
approaches
eating
with this
it
bowl?
or smelling it. Yeah.
I'll walk over with the 2 bowls
okay.
and I'll sort of hold one out and say, Rio, I brought you breakfast. Are you okay?
Thanks. I think as you approach, it doesn't take you an insight roll to see that I am also like lost in thought after yesterday. Like I'm kind of pondering what just happened. Also 14 on perception as I take the bowl and say,
Alinus and Rio can make me nature checks if you want to observe or understand why this smells like this.
Okay. My nature is very poor, so let's find out.
So nature and perception?
No, the perception was to see if you could get it high enough to identify an additional ingredient, and then the nature check is to identify the ingredient.
Okay. My perception was 14. Nature is 10.
Both of you are aware of this. It's a pretty common... it was a flower, right? What did you say it was? Like a little leaf thing?
Like a little herb.
Little herb.
Flower leaf.
Herb. It's a herb, thank you. And it's pronounced orange in future, by the way. Next time you say orange.
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 I don't really care.
Orange.
Mirror. You recognize that Brula has added another ingredient to this, something that she's picked up and found around, known as a heb flower. And she seems to have put quite a lot in it, and it has quite a distinct smell. What does it smell like?
I think it's... Oh, are you asking us or her?
Are you asking whomstead is giving this
Whoever says it
description?
first wins.
It's
Burnt
like a
potato
heavy
chips.
variant
Burnt
of garlic.
potato chips with a hint of garlic. Once you cook it. And this is
I'm actually so hungry.
a heb flavor is perfectly safe, but it's a natural antitoxin. So you would potentially recognize it for sure, Brula, from your work with the Healers Guild, but just as a natural thing, you probably just found like vials of it with heb flower. But it is a pretty common growing natural antitoxin around here.
So I'll sniff my bowl and go.
It's completely edible. It doesn't matter if you don't need the
Let's hope for a
antitoxin.
poison encounter.
It does give it a burnt chips / garlicky taste, so it's not too bad.
I feel like Brula's probably cooked with that before around me, and I've just been like, yeah, I don't mind it. I kind of got used to the flavor.
Yeah.
So you're used to it. As I take the bowl, I'm like, were we poisoned? Why so much hemp flour?
Oh, for what it's worth, I think she just likes to add some kind of interesting little bits and pieces. We both know that it's not harmful though, so it was okay to cook with it. But it's I don't know. I got used to the flavor. It's a little bit burnt tasting, but I like it.
No, I mean it's not the worst. It's just it's like having medicine for breakfast, you know. Like that kind of.
You know, in my time with the Shield Maidens, I often did have medicine for breakfast, so I guess I kind of got used to that too.
Shield Maidens. What was that like?
Well, it was a lot. I'm not gonna dress it up. It was heavy, but it was the first time I felt like I belonged somewhere. So
Then why'd
that
you
was pretty
leave?
important. Oh, how much do you want to know, Rio? Because I'm an open book. I'll tell you whatever you want to know, but...
Well, I've had that same feeling of don't know where I belong sometimes, you know? I think it's just part of who I am as a half-blood, you know? If I were to walk into a party, the humans are on one side, the elves are on the other. They're all kind to me, but I never really know who are my people. So,
Yeah.
you know, I've kind of been there with not knowing where to belong. So when you say you found a place that you belonged, I just think I would never leave, you know, unless something went terribly wrong. So I don't want to pry into, you know, if it's something was bad, but
It's okay.
but why would you leave if you felt like you found a place you belonged? A lot of people spend their whole lives looking for that and never find it. You had it. Why would you walk away?
Elena smiles sort of sadly. I didn't walk away, Rio. They kicked me out.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's
You made
okay.
it sound like I thought you made it sound like you chose to leave.
No, well, I have struggled with feeling like I belong for a very long time. my village was attacked when I was barely a child. I don't actually remember my parents. I don't remember anything from I don't know exactly when. I don't know where I came from. I feel like I come from nowhere. The Church of Rubitzal took me in, and that's my earliest memory. I worked with the sisters. The people who were coming and going from the church, the sisters who worked there, they kind of became my entire world. It was the first time that I felt like I had a home, and then I don't want to bore you with the whole story.
You don't. I mean, you're not boring me. I think it's interesting. Besides, I've got to eat my morning medicine, so nothing like a tale to wash it down. But if you don't want to dig up a scarred past, you don't have to. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that you parted on bad terms. You know.
No, it's okay.
I was just kind of jealous when you said you found your people, because.
Well, I feel like I found them now, but I don't know. I got kicked out because Elinus kind of fidgets a little bit. I enjoyed what I did, and I learned a lot. And I made some very close friendships there, but it was very brutal. Being a shield maiden is tough. They take their job and their role very, very seriously. There are so many stories you hear of these abominations and beasts that had come from deep below the earth, and the shield maidens were the first line of defense. And I thought that was just something worthy to do, to be a part of. And I trained with them. I am scarred, and she gestures to a scar across her cheek. You progress through drawing blood. And I drew blood on my sisters, and they drew blood on me. And I wear that scar like... I'm not going to say like a badge, but it was proof to me that I was in the right place, that I belonged with my sisters. But there were times that I wanted to do more. I felt, I try to, and she sort of stumbles over her words and looks at the dirt, more because she's thinking than anything else. But
if it's too much to dig up, you don't have to tell me the whole story.
She smiles up at you. It's okay. The long and short of it is I wanted to help people in ways that didn't involve the brutality that came with fighting some of those creatures, and the way that we kind of had to disappear within ourselves to be able to deal with it. And my first shield, she called me weak. She said it was soft and that I did not have a place among them anymore. So here I am.
I don't know. Fighters Guild is not the same. It's all... it's mostly a bunch of freelancers all doing their own thing, so I know they're not like a sacred order, but there was a lot of wannabe tough guys in there who would call other dudes soft if they didn't fit their exact mold. So I think that part of what you're saying I can relate pretty heavily to, and I'll tell you this, that just means you have compassion and you're a good person, right? Some people lose sight of that and they call it weakness. I don't think it is.
Thank you, Rio. I think it took me a long time to feel okay with where I am now and how I am, and I think the biggest thing is that I just wish I got a chance to say goodbye to some of my sisters, but I think they knew. I think they understood.
You're not alone on not knowing your parents either, for what it's worth. And I put a reassuring hand on your shoulder.
I squeeze it. Thank you.
Never really met mine either. I know Toof said you all went to Valstorm to check on me and visited my parents.
We did.
I'm adopted. Those aren't my blood parents.
I see. How
Yeah.
long since you were a child?
I was 3 when my dad left.
I see.
So, you met my aunt and uncle. I just, I've been calling them mom and dad for the past 20 years, so.
Your relationship with them seems quite good.
My aunt and uncle are the best mom and dad I ever could have asked for. But they're also both human, so I feel like there's a half of me that I never really learned to understand. That's why
I understand that.
That's why my trances at night look so awkward. Never
For
really
what
had
it's
anyone.
worth, they don't look so awkward from the outside. Maybe if I were an elf, but I'm not.
I guess. I never really learned how to do it properly. No one to teach me.
No, maybe we can figure it out. I don't know if it's something that you can learn, but I assume that maybe you can.
I've been trying for a couple decades. It's a little weird. I don't know. It's such a close, kind of an intimate process that asking someone outside your own blood to show you, it's weird. I don't know how to explain it to a human. Sorry, but yeah. I don't
No,
know.
that's fine.
I do have one other question.
Yeah,
If you don't mind me asking.
of course.
Miss Shield Maidens, you said you had to fight a whole bunch of weird things and monsters.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like you're endangering the people you're with by, I don't know, you make one wrong move, they're all dead?
I think that is a feeling that will never go away. I feel that every time we have to fight anything. When that giant bird came down,
You acted.
I worried.
No, you acted. I froze.
Oh, there were so many times I froze before, Rio. So many times. Sometimes...
Toof almost died yesterday because I froze up.
And yet, they didn't. And you caught them. And that's not nothing.
Yeah.
There are going to be times where we will falter, where we will stumble, and there are going to be times where you will face something and that fear will come back. But you will fight it.
I guess I haven't got used to it yet.
No, and I wish
I-
we never had to.
I've only ever been in... outside of training, I've only ever been in a real fight, like, 12 or 13 times. And almost all of those are because I joined the Fighters Guild. I haven't spilled much blood, Linus. So... But all those fights I've been in, I won all of them. So I guess
you
until the day we went to go arrest the wizard. And I guess I was so used to winning, I never really learned to be afraid. Fighting is fun, it's a good adrenaline rush, but it's really only fun when you win. And I guess
You lost one, but you still did so much. And Alinus puts a hand on your shoulder. The losses will always mark your soul. Always. But you will never forget them because they teach you something. And I know that doesn't make up for any of the people that you lost, but it's not your fault. And when
I'd
it came
kinda-
to Tooth.
It kind of is my fault if I freeze up and someone else gets hurt. I can't do that again.
But you don't have to be the only person. That's why we're together. Because, sure, maybe you froze up. And I was there. And then there will come a time where I fall or I freeze. Or I make a stupid decision, which has already happened at least once when we've been traveling together. And you will be the one who has to step in. That's why we travel together, we have each other's backs, and we make sure that there's never a moment where we have to just rely on ourselves. We always have each other. Even if Brula and I end up somehow traveling to some strange time or dimension or something, I know that you and Tooth will be there waiting for us.
I still don't know why that's a risk the two of you want to take so much.
I'll be
But-
honest with you, Rio. I will go where Brula goes.
Okay, then why is she so keen on risking her life?
I think that's
Just-
only she can tell you that.
You've known her long enough. You must know why.
I have suspicions and theories and thoughts, and yeah, we've known each other for a very long time.
She always been like this? Just kind of throw caution to the wind?
Not always.
Like I used to think I was fearless, you know. And
Yeah,
she kind of really
It's-
is.
I think she still has that fear. I think we all do. But I think one thing that both of us have more than anything else is hope.
Sometimes I just wish things could go back to like when we all first met, you know? Fighting
do too.
octopus and pirates and crabs. Back when I
I
didn't know
remember.
I didn't know any better to be afraid back then. I was fearless because I'd never lost. I didn't think I could lose.
I know what
Now
you mean.
now it's a little different. I don't know, that bird thing that was chasing Tooth around, I froze up. I thought, what if I can't fight this thing? And then I couldn't move. Alright. It's
What
such a
was-
foreign it was such a foreign feeling. I don't know.
What
I've
was
never
on your mind when you froze?
Can I do this? I stopped because I thought, what if I try this and fail? What if I lose? What if I'm not good enough?
And what did you do after that?
I went for it anyway, because what choice did I have?
Exactly.
It was go for it or let Tooth die. So I went
And-
for it.
I gesture behind me, and Tooth's sitting over there having the breakfast of their life because of you.
Listen, if this is the breakfast of our lives, maybe I should have let the bird get us all.
I think every breakfast is Tooth's breakfast of their life. Ah. But they're there because of you.
Yeah.
And that fear just means that you care. And caring hurts sometimes.
I think the caring is why I acted, not why I was afraid. If you asked me a year ago, I would have told you I was the best at everything. I was the best at sports, I was the best fighter, I was best actor, best singer, you name it. But I guess watching someone that I care about die in front of me because I wasn't strong enough has really kind of changed my worldview, I guess.
I hope from the bottom of my heart that deep down you don't believe that it was because you weren't strong enough. And if it is what you believe, truly, I hope that we can help you change that. Your mind, not how strong you are, though I'm sure that we will get stronger as time goes on. But I hope that we can erase that for you. Or at least
Wait,
soothe it.
what else? What else could it have been? Who else is there to blame? There were 6 of us and 5 of them, but we still
You went
lost
to arrest
handily.
a wizard, yes?
Yeah. Yeah, we did. He was back there at that bunker. That's how I knew it was there. And
I did notice that you seemed uncomfortable, but I didn't know why, and I didn't want to pry.
he knew we were coming. He knew we were coming, and he had these tall, red, devil-looking things, kind of almost kind of like a tiefling, but less like us, less human, more devil, you know. And they were big and muscular, and they were so strong and so fast, and I couldn't do anything. I wasn't good enough.
Do you know how he knew that you were coming? Did you ever find out?
That's a good question. I have no idea. Maybe someone ratted us out. Maybe he had spies.
Maybe we should find out together.
Well, that'll have to be a mystery for way in the future, because the only people I would know where to ask would be back in Runenstein. I'd have to go to the Fighters Guild and ask Sarge what he learned afterwards. I didn't even say goodbye to Sarge.
I know what you mean. I didn't get to say goodbye to my sisters, and I don't know. I feel like I should sometime go and talk to them, but I also don't know if it would be a good idea for me, just because of the way things ended. But
Well, only you can really decide that, but tell you what, I'll make you a deal. All right? We both live through this. When we get back to Runenstein, then we both go back and talk to our friends that we haven't spoken to, and we probably should have.
okay. And I hold out my gloved hand. Deal.
Shake on it.
Okay.
I'll walk you right up to the Shield Maidens myself if I have to.
It's been a while since I've seen them, so I might need you to hold me up.
Jeez, guys, what took you so long? We ate and packed up, and now we're ready to go. Wasn't that
we
really
ate-
enjoying
delicious?
breakfast.
Yeah,
Me
we
too.
I was just taking
had
my
3 helpings.
I was just taking my time savoring this breakfast. It was great.
Well,
Fantastic.
do you like it?
It was lovely. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, what she said.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Brula.
good.
It reminds me of because my favorite way to have like steak or anything is like charred, and I really like that. I could kind of taste that a little bit. Oh, it was like you made it just for me. It was great. Rio, I hope it was okay, but you just didn't come over, so I ate your second helping.
Oh, that's okay. I was probably only going to eat one anyway. I actually did enjoy it. It was really good. Sorry, I just rolled to see if I hated the flavor or not. I rolled a 19. The hemp flour it's actually not bad. I was kind of questioning it at first, but it was pretty
Isn't
good.
it so yummy? I sort of was like going off smell for that one because I couldn't remember, but oh, yeah, so good, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I always thought of it as more of a medicine, so I guess it took a little kind of getting over it right at the start, but, you know, once you get kind of past that, it wasn't so bad. Anyway, we got the horses are all ready to go, and if you guys are done eating, we can
Yeah,
hit the road.
we're all good to go. We're ready, and you can see she's got like her pack already. Her instruments are kind of clangling off of it, like okay.
When you guys turn around, I'm already on Vlad, and I've got my hands kind of like on my
What?
hips, and I'm like, I'm ready.
Oh my goodness.
Look at me. I'm mounted all by myself. I'm ready to go.
Brula screams,
Oh,
and she runs over to her horse. Is like, let's go!
I'm ready. I'm doing it. It's fantastic, and it only hurts a tiny bit.
I'm so proud of you, Tooth.
Thank you.
hells, you just caught me off guard. Wow,
That's because
Good
I'm
job.
being brave.
good for you.
Thanks.
Brula is beaming at Hoof from her horse.
Thanks, Brula.
I literally just slap Rio on the shoulder and then get on my horse.
Tooth can do it. And then I hop on mine.
Okay. Let's try and do a little blitz of few days of travel. Someone roll me 3d6s or 3d6. We can see what they come out
Those
as.
goes.
Oh,
Pause. Ow.
I'm faster.
Myself with my own
Yeah, like this. A 7. You got a D6
wait,
plus 3 there.
Oh wait, when I clicked the 3, I thought it meant it was going to roll it 3 times.
Yeah, I thought so too. Yep, I've done
Is
that.
that what that is? I've never used the manual
The
dice
multi
roller at the bottom.
the
Yeah.
multi-die roller. I tried to use it. There's the other 2. It was a 4, a 2, and a 6.
Okay, let me remind myself of all of my rolls. Could have done it at any point while I was enjoying the roleplay. I think it's a 1 and a 2 because you guys are still going fast, right? We're still going fast-ish.
I like a
Yeah.
counter-ish.
Yeah, I think we're keeping a quick pace.
All right.
Unless when I turn back to Toof and say, "So Toof, you think you're ready to? You think you're ready to let Vlad really show you what he can do?"
I look horrified. My expression is maybe the most terrified you've ever seen, other than maybe yesterday, right? And I go, yes, I am. I'm ready.
I kind of look hesitantly at the other 2 for a second.
Ow, 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 ow.
I point at
Nods.
Tooth and say very quietly, but hopefully you can hear me, Rio. You see, that's bravery right there. Being scared, but doing it anyway.
I kind of liked the part where I was just never scared to begin with, but I guess I'll have to get used to this new version. All right, Toof, once you get used to this, everything else is gonna feel like child's play.
Oh, okay.
Ready?
Sure. I lean forward and I whisper to Vlad, please have mercy on me.
All right, hang on. Here we go. Yeah, and I kick the horses into a gallop.
Okay. Yeah, for the next 2 days and 2 nights, you pretty much just progress along the Selen stretch. The sort of the Great Roadway is my new vague name for this because it is the largest road that runs through the entire continent. And you're able to follow this. This would be one of those moments where we see a bit of a montage of you guys moving across what is predominantly the same kind of landscape, a grassy, hilly at points, but predominantly flat meadows. For one side of it, you have the Gotterhain, which is now annotated, you'll be pleased to know. And on the other side, you have the Bospid Coast and then the Moon Seas all the way out. Weather remains pretty decent. Every now and then you pass random people that are coming, travelers, tradesmen. But it's not too busy, I wouldn't imagine, coming from the fringe down into Felsenholt. Within Felsenholt, it's a lot more busy. So we can move you all the way out to here and bring you over to what would be Marktfeld here. You come to an open, flat field as you get closer and closer to the ocean and the cliff sides and the bluffs. The salt and air and wind picks up a little bit here, but for the most part, you're still kind of on an open meadow that gives way eventually, and the road kind of just runs alongside this muddied flat field, and I say field rather than sort of another just meadow because this is a significant sort of 200 foot by 200 foot area that is marked off by a simple set of posts with wire along it. There is a wonderful view of the open ocean, and I think while you've been getting closer and closer throughout the last day or so, you finally really get close enough to the sea. You know, like when you're driving towards the ocean and it finally comes into view and it's like transformative for the journey. I think that's kind of this morning. Maybe you probably set off this morning, and actually, so you'd be 1, 2, 3. So actually, this would be more towards the end of the third day. So maybe this would be about, I'm just going to have to work out. I have to be a little bit more careful with the time here because you have an actual time travel device. So I just have to be sure. So this would be the 16th. And it would be probably around 8 o'clock at night, I think, based on, because I've condensed a couple of rolls for you. So yeah, it's still light out, but probably you know that the sun is likely to set within the next couple of hours. And again, you come into this kind of stretch that is an open, muddied, flat field, this enormous view of the ocean on one side, flatlands everywhere else. The road runs parallel to this field, but it does seem like a safe place to camp. Those of you that might have traveled down, depending on where you came from, actually, I don't know if any of you have really done this, maybe Tooth, but you would know potentially that this is Marktfeld. And anybody who, if you have general knowledge of the area, you can just say that you have this knowledge because it's quite a famous location from New Runenstein. The market field here, which is currently off season, it's a bit like going to like an area where there would be like a festival or something like that, but you go to it off season and it's just a big muddied field. The first week of every month is market week. So traders from the Fringe, Sonnentor, and Felsenhort all meet here in this field, and it's just large-scale transactions for the most part. Contracts, sometimes they pull up tents, and there are seasonal events that would happen here as well. So think like jousting or just small little events that could be hired by probably the nobles and putting on varying things, birthday parties that are jousting competitions like they did in the Night of the Seven Kingdoms. That kind of a area is the vibe of this. Since it's off season, you know that this field is a common place for travelers to rest, and staying one night is famously free, but staying longer, it costs a gold. There are only really two things here as you approach, and you bring the horses down to a slow speed and maybe make your way in through some of the areas where the posts are. This isn't properly fenced off. It's just got kind of an idea of where posts and wire are. So there's just holes rather than like gates or anything like that. The two things that you would see very obviously is a small log cabin right at the very edge of the stretch looking over the eastern bay, and you can see another group of people that look not too dissimilar to you in the sense that you get that kind of second-hand understanding. This is probably a group of adventurers or hunters sitting around their own campfire. You see three individuals, and they have a small wagon next to their belongings and campfire, and a little tent set up behind them. All the way on the other side, the north side of the field. So you're kind of coming in this from the southwest. On the east, little log cabin. To the north, another group. Entirely up to you if you want to camp here. It is nighttime, so, you know, and you could potentially be due a rest here. But you can continue on. You can come in and set up a camp, or you can interact with the people that are there. We see the four of you approaching this field, slowing the horses down. It's a very significant milestone, at least, on your journey, because you've been riding through nothing but roads and fields. What do you guys do?
Just a quick question. Since it's close to the water, is this also a common destination for like shipping lanes and such? Does stuff get delivered here on that first week?
Not here. So you could bring boats and ships out. The on the map, the shipping lanes are the blue lines around the edges. Mm-hmm. I also finally added a border line, which is this purple line that runs through here, just to give you a better idea of where the actual border for the kingdom is, or the republic.
I don't see a purple line.
You don't see this here? It's like very small dotted purple line to the north of Osterhold.
I see it.
Up here.
It doesn't look purple though, but
What is it? What color is that?
Zoom in.
It's purple.
Oh,
It's
it
like a
is. I see
purplish
it. I
pink.
had to zoom in and looked gray to
Oh,
me.
yeah, it's so small. Yeah, I see it now.
it's
Sorry.
very faint. Just to give you an idea of where it is, it doesn't, So the the true shipping lanes are what these blue lines represent. I would imagine if they're bringing ships along, they could, leave the larger vessel out at sea and then ship some smaller vessels over with things on. But for the most part, I think with the trade, it comes through on the road.
No. Yeah, but for the market week, are there a bunch of ships that would then come and dock and be involved in the market week?
Yeah, there's not really somewhere for them to dock. This is
see.
like a big,
Okay.
craggy stretch
It's just a field. Okay.
of land.
Okay.
So you wouldn't be able to bring any large vessels into this this little inlet. They could, however, you could technically, I would imagine that they would have done this. They would bring larger vessels, and then smaller vessels could ship over
Yeah.
some trade. But I think for the most part, this is a land-based meeting area because
Okay.
you're also slightly elevated.
Right. Well, you had said that we could simply choose to know about this place, and my thought is that coming from I was just kind of deciding whether I would actually know about this place or not. And from the sound of it, I probably am like vaguely aware of it. Since
There's probably people that take smaller vessels across this little inlet from Old Runenstein and down along this beach because it would be a lot quicker than taking the road. So there's probably some, understanding of small boats going across here, but I don't think in terms of larger ships it would be the case. This stretch up to this beach is very rocky and craggy. It's a pretty dangerous stretch as well in terms of shipping, so you have to be out into the deeper parts of the sea.
Right. So, like with a background, like from a town that is heavily shipping and fishing related, I'm familiar with like every major port, but this isn't a major port, so I don't think I actually know really much about this place at all.
Yeah.
So
the ports, for the most part, are represented with like you can see a little line on the shipping lines here. There's like one blue line that will go and point inwards towards the location, but not in all cases because I guess I missed a couple. Like Salt Post is definitely one that you could stop at, but there's no port or dock here, not in any official capacity.
Sure. Yeah. In that case, I kind of turned to the rest of the group then, and I'm like, "Is this Markfeld?" Like I'm not sure where we are.
I'm pretty sure it is. And Elena looks around. She's kind of familiar with, just roughly, she's maybe been here once, probably during when the actual like market was running, but like it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
And she didn't make her way out here very often, and it was just because she was like, traveling maybe with the Healers Guild. But she's not super familiar with the area, but enough to know where it is on a map. So yeah, I think we're in the off season now, so there wouldn't be anything here.
Gotcha. Well, do we want to stop here, or do we want to keep going?
Wow, I didn't think we had views like this outside of Soto. Look at that. You can see the ocean.
Yeah. Wouldn't
yeah,
you
it's
have had to come this way when you came south, too? Or did you go a different road? I would have thought you would have passed this way.
Oh, I definitely did pass this way, but I was in a wagon. It was covered.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, just another advantage to riding your own horse. You get to take in all the sights.
Yeah.
How are you feeling, by the way?
A
Yeah,
little
how'd you-
sore,
Your-
but I'm
your
feeling
legs
pretty
okay?
good. Yeah,
Good.
they are much better today.
So, be honest, too. How did you like it after letting the horse just go all out?
I'd not like to do that ever again, but it's
Okay.
not Vlad's fault.
But we saved a lot of time.
If we needed to do it again, I'd be fine.
Okay.
I could do it. But I didn't
Alright.
like it, and that's being honest.
But you see,
Okay,
I know
so we're
you could
not
do it
so-
because you did do it.
Yeah,
I know
so we're
I
not-
can do it,
Yeah.
but I didn't
So we're-
like it.
Not quite there yet on the recreational gallop, but maybe someday.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, we appreciate the honesty in any case. And
Yeah.
glad that you were able to do it. Because you looked cool.
Thanks.
It's true. earning the name of the cool kids, Tooth.
Yeah. Now
Well, we
all
gotta
I
live
have
up
to
to our
do is
title.
Get arrested.
Oh my.
Yeah,
no,
we
we're not
probably
getting
should rest. I know I'm a bit hungry. I could maybe eat something.
Oh, I'm starving.
Oh well, I think resting and eating we're gonna do either way. I think what I meant to say is, do we want to stay here at this place? Because I know like
You mean right
know a
here?
lot. No, I mean like look ahead at Markfeld. Like there's people there. You see the tent setup. I know it's not crowded right now, but there are people staying here. And I'm just thinking like,
Do we want to be around people?
that's why I'm asking. If we're being followed, like we don't know where this thieves guild is, and if they're still looking for us, this would be like the most obvious spot to check.
Or
How
we
far
could
away are
hide
the
in
people?
plain sight.
I think I'm bringing this up when we're still like 200 feet out.
Yeah,
like,
it's
if we can
it's
see.
a 200 foot, it's like not exact, but 200 foot ish
Okay.
square.
So we just know
field.
there's like a tent, there's people, they're
They're
probably
on the,
similar to
the
that, right?
relatively far north side of this, and then there's a little log cabin with some smoke coming out of it. You can see a dog pacing around in front of the log cabin on the eastern side, like right by where the edge of the bay would be.
Okay, so I like shoulder nudge Rio and say, I tend to believe the best in people, but I think maybe we should scout it out a little bit before we decide.
Or
mean-
maybe we could get some, like disguises or something. So if they do come looking for us, they won't be able to recognize us. And Brula says this fully as she's like underneath Alinus's cape, like as if it's just she's like tucked in and wearing it like that. But maybe a disguise?
Sure. I mean, there's no harm in stopping, and I guess we could stock up on supplies. We could camp
Oh,
here.
yeah,
I just
we could
like.
trade?
I'm just thinking if you told me that there was a wanted fugitive and they were running north, this would be like the first spot that I would say we should ambush them. So. I'm just kind of hesitating. I maybe sleeping here for the night is not the best idea.
Okay. So, compromise. We investigate and maybe we get some resources, but we don't stay there.
I
Yeah?
like this plan. Yeah, we look around,
Okay.
maybe buy supplies for the road. You can talk to people if you want. Maybe we could figure out if the Thieves Guild, maybe they already came by looking for us. Remember, we were lost in time for 2
yeah,
days.
that's
Maybe they
true.
got ahead of us. So we should
Well,
probably
look,
gather
all I know
info.
is I want some meat because we've been eating vegetables and flowers, and I really want some meat. So if we can get some meat there, great.
Okay, all right. Let's go on in then and ask around.
Okay.
You got two locations. You can head towards the log cabin or the other group that are sitting on the other side of the field.
Does this just look like a group, like a fellow group of travelers, like a caravan, or how many of them are there?
You see 3 people. They look like they're either hunters or maybe adventurers.
Hunters. My vote is with the people over there. They look like they hunt things.
You don't want to
Does the
endanger
cabin?
anyone. What if
Well, I
somebody
guess-
comes by later and asks if they've seen us?
Well,
Wouldn't
that's
that put
kind of
them
what
in danger?
that's kind of what we're doing, is asking them if they've seen any shady people come by. So I don't know. If we're gonna ask for info, we gotta ask for info. But I mean,
Yeah.
also, these guys look like they can handle themselves. Look,
Yeah,
they're armed.
yeah. It's better to be
Maybe we just
proactive.
find out if they've seen anyone passing through and what the roads are like. And
Does this place have a caretaker that lives here year round? I don't know, but if there's a cabin with a fire
Oh,
on,
I
maybe.
would love to meet a custodian of the area. Hello,
well,
custodian would be neat. I'm
Well, there's a-
immediately dismounting and walking towards the group.
why? Oh,
The group.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, okay, so we
I'm
should
being
follow
brave.
Tooth.
Yeah. So anyway, I guess we're getting
gets
off
off
here.
her horse. Okay, Tooth, hang on.
okay.
Well, I see that cabin over there with a fire on, and I'm wondering if that person owns this plot of land, or maybe they take. I don't know how this place works. I've never been here.
That I'm not sure about. I'm not sure that. I mean, is there smoke coming from the cabin? Did you say, or?
Yeah, there's a little wisp of smoke coming up from the cabin. There's a little dog, not a little dog, like a bloodhound, like a big looking dog pacing around out the front.
Yeah,
casually.
I wouldn't know in character if this place has like a year-round caretaker, even in the off season. So maybe that's what the cabin is. So
Yeah, so I think I would know this.
Mm-hmm.
Is the cabin like a rented space, or is it something that someone actually just permanently lives in? Even if I don't think I would know who it was, but
it's the caretaker.
It is? Okay. Then, I mean, if you want to talk to the custodian, Tooth, and I point at the cabin while you're walking towards the group of people, I think over there.
And I just immediately switch directions, but it's like I don't stop walking. I'm like, whoop, and I just start veering to where you pointed instead.
That's gotta look
Chest
real
out.
funny from the perspective of the hunters sitting there.
Brula is still walking towards the hunters, and she turns to be like, and maybe we can get some. And then immediately follows Toof.
At this
to
point, I
wherever
think
Toof is
Elena's
going.
just kind of like, to try and not look super suspicious, just waves, like as if you're, passing like a group of people, just waves at the other group of hunters as we turn off. Before you say it, I'm not trying to look normal. I'm just existing.
I'm just reminding
Waddle
myself
speedwalking.
of this group and how how they might react to a little wave. I think you might see from this distance a sort of imperceptible nod from one of them.
Okay.
A barely imperceptible nod. Tooth, you're sort of ahead of this party here, right?
Yep.
I think as you get,
Yeah.
within.
I do have shorter legs though, so I don't imagine it will be hard for them.
It's
to
just
catch
whoever
up
this
with
dog is going to come up and sniff first. And it's a big
me.
bloodhound, like with the droopy face, very dark fur. And he approaches you, and he's probably very big against you, Tooth. I don't really know how tall they get, but this thing is probably enormous as he pads over with these huge paws. And you don't get any sense of like danger from him or anything like that. He just comes over and sniffs you and then starts to sort of get real close and sniff you up and does a little circle around you, and then maybe
I do the same thing back.
yeah, Brula gets
immediately
close
just
and
get
he
my
does that
snout in
thing
his
where he
face.
immediately gets distracted by Brula being there too, and he's got big slobbery jowls, so you've got to be careful about the slobber a little bit.
Hello. She scratches behind his ears.
Yeah, he seems extremely friendly and completely fine with all of this. Seems very
Adorable.
fine around people.
He's a good boy.
And
I give him a little pat on the head.
yeah, he like kind of just does the circling of you
The
guys.
tour.
Something random, interesting is happening. Gives you all a sniff.
Oh my god, he has
smells you,
ADHD.
and starts moving
like me
around
for
you
real.
as you head over towards the cabin. There's no the cabin door is closed. You can see there's a little window that's probably on either side of this thing. It's really a very small cabin. On one side of it, it does have what looks like sort of like a fire pit thing, but it would also kind of look to us a bit like a barbecue, like an area where somebody's clearly regularly cooking on a tall looking fire pit thing. There's some things drying on a rack on one side of this log cabin, and there's a little awning that has been kind of pulled over like a tent as well, and underneath that there's some more things that are drying. Leaves and things is what it looks like, herbs and stuff like that. There's probably some of that herb that you picked up earlier on, head flower. But yeah, no, you don't really, there's no one here. So do you just roll up and knock on the door? How do you approach?
I'm rolling is an interesting way to describe how I must be walking with sore legs and things, but yeah, I'm like
You're walking like
Oompa
I've been
Loompa
walking for the last
Yeah,
5 weeks.
Exactly. And then Merple will knock on the door. Hello?
There's like
This-
a sudden movement immediately from inside. You hear like a slight cluttering and then a bit of a crash. And from inside you hear like,
Hold on, mate. Give me a second, will ya?
Oh yeah, take all the time you need.
like a
Just-
good 30 seconds goes by before the door swings open very quickly and very violently. I don't know if you're directly behind it or what, but it kind of gets caught in the wind. And before you see a human man, maybe kind of in his 60s, but very sun bleached. His skin is sort of like cracked and like he spends all day outside in the sun. Kind of scruffy old man, black and white hair, a sort of a wide-brimmed flat cap is probably the best way to describe it. It's a very interesting looking thing. It looks custom made. Certainly doesn't look like it's from Felsenhort. And then a sort of khaki coloured traveling outfit with very big boots. He opens the door. His sort of wild eyes looking over you as he steps into the sun, and you get more of a sense of that very sunburned skin. And he steps down and says, "Well, look at that! Another set of what travelers? What are you, adventurers? Which way are you coming from then?"
Yes, from Nerudstein, actually.
Are you coming up?
Wait. What?
You're coming up the country, not down the country.
Oh, right, and we're gonna keep going up. We're going to Sunentor.
Oh, you're going to Sonentor, are you?
Yes.
Well, I hope you got a lot of money.
Oh,
Well.
There's no point going to Sonentor if you've not got anything to trade, unless you're really lucky, I suppose. You can get in the Darley Hall.
yeah, I mean...
Play some card games.
I'm
that the
from
plan?
Sunentor, so I definitely... it'll be fantastic.
Oh, right. You're just going home, are you? You from one of the smaller spires or something?
No, actually. But I'm taking my friends to see where I'm from.
Right. Oh, yeah. I see. Right. I thought you were going up there, get on the card games, do some gambling.
I take them to a card game. My friend Rio over there. Where'd Rio go? My friend Rio over there.
I'm all the way back. Since you dismounted and suddenly walked off, I'm corralling the horses and I'm hitching the reins properly while the three of you ran off.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll just catch up in a minute. But yeah, I'm way over there with the horses.
My friend Rio over there, we might take him to a match or two. He's actually quite good.
Oh, is that right?
that's true.
All right. Well, that sounds absolutely wonderful. My name's Kellip Wonder. He holds out his hand towards the two of you that are tall.
I offer my hand out to shake.
Yeah.
Nice
Shakes
to meet
your
you,
hand,
Emilinus.
Shakes yours. Looks down at you, Tooth, but kind of just does like a wobble of his hand towards you. You a handshaker?
Burple comes right up to shake a hand.
Oh, there's one. Didn't see that one.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Bit of magic. That's Smoko, by the way. He's a friendly little bugger, unless you get on his bad side, in which case he will pull a leg off.
Right.
Oh.
Good
How
to
do you get on
know.
his bad side?
Kick him or me, usually. Or maybe you're a horrible thing coming in off the fields. All sorts
I
of
crouch
stuff.
down and I take my glove off and I scratch his head. And, no, I would never do something like that.
Yeah, big old lizard came down. Smoko at him.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good boy, Smoko.
Yeah, a week and a half ago. Been eating it ever since. Most of it's gone, sorry.
Wow.
Otherwise, I'd offer you a little strip.
Well, that's kind of you. You haven't happened to see a very big bird or the last couple of days, have you?
When you say big bird, what are we talking about? What are we looking for? Like a seagull?
Like it looks
Like
like a
the
big bird.
Elinus just says, a rock.
Like
The giant
size of
fucking rock.
Uh-huh. That's the one.
Oh, big blighter. Yeah. You'll never guess what his name is.
He has a
He
name?
has a name?
Oh,
His
yeah.
name?
Famous.
What is it?
Well, you never guess. Go on, have a guess.
Ted.
Andre.
Ted, Andre. No, imagine that you're a massive legendary bird that everyone's afraid of, rather than just like a name from like a bloke.
Big
Brad.
Bird.
Big bird, bit kind of on the nose, isn't it?
Well,
Did you say Brad?
I did.
What is he, a surfer? No. He's a bird.
What about Stephen?
Stephen?
yeah.
I'm not going to come to you guys if I need something named, I don't think.
Okay.
What do you specialize in? You,
That's
what are
probably
you,
fair.
adventurers or what?
That's right.
Oh, yeah. How could you tell?
Yeah, most adventurers have got a kind of air about them. The way you carry yourselves. You're always mismatched as well. Everyone, you've all come from different backgrounds. That's made a
true.
weird sort of ragtag group of whatever
Yeah.
you are. That's always the look for the most part.
We've just picked each other up along the way.
Yeah, it's always the way with it.
So what was
Always.
his name?
Who?
Yeah.
The Rock.
The Rock.
Oh, the Rock?
Is it The Rock?
Nah, they call him the Undertaker.
Holy. That's horrifying.
I would have thought
Yeah.
Dwayne.
I know.
Wayne is pretty good.
Yeah, one group did call him the Big Show.
Oh,
Yeah, that makes sense.
he almost got us a couple days ago.
Yes,
actually.
what you had a run in?
Yeah.
How'd
That's
you get
true.
away?
Oh, we had to
ran.
run away.
Our friend.
in.
He jumped into the air. He hit it in the face.
You fought it in the air. It's
Yeah,
like
he
its
sure
whole
did.
domain.
I
Yeah.
know.
That's
And
what I
yet-
told you. He'd be really good. He's really good at hatch point too.
Yeah.
Right, so you're the real deal then, are you?
Oh, we try.
Yes, we are.
What happened to him with the bird?
Do you have anything that needs doing for adventure?
I think we
any
scared it
meat?
off.
Not really. I'm not much of a quest giver. You know,
Oh,
you can come through on market week. Sometimes you get some of the guild guys coming through. For the most part, it's just me and Smoko. We got food. I go fishing. Smoko goes lizard hunting now.
I don't suppose you have any meat to trade. And I looked on at Brula.
I've got a few things you can trade. Yeah, that's what you're after. There's a couple of hunters over there, adventurers like you, but they're on a hunting thing. Maybe they got better meat, but I've got some
Do they
dried
come
stuff.
by often, by the way?
Them lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that might be the first time I've seen them, but I'll be honest with you, you all look alike to me and you come through a lot. So,
That's
Oh.
fair.
you know, there's a lot of people stopping and coming and going and whatnot. So, you know,
Do
after
you
I've
get
been
a
doing
lot
this
of,
for a long time.
Shady people coming through, you know, people that you don't want to have hanging around too much.
Oh, yeah. I get all types coming through. Shady types, scary types, big types, little types, you know, nice types.
When's the last time you saw scary type?
Scary
you know,
type. What do you
not
think,
that I'm
Smoko?
worried.
There was a group of very sort of darkly cloaked individuals a few weeks ago making their way murkily through the night. Popped
That's
in,
horrible.
stopped. Yeah, they stayed for 2 nights, and I went over and said, you know, for 2 nights you got to pay a gold piece. That's how it goes. I sort of thought maybe I'd let them off it, but you know, they paid their gold. But yeah, you got close. All of them were very pale skinned. All of them had very sort of wide eyes at night. You know, under the moonlight was a bit much. You know,
Huh.
it don't take much to scare me though. I've been out here on the fields a lot. I've seen all sorts of weird things, and every single one of them still shits me up.
It doesn't scare me either, but which direction were they headed? Is it just out of curiosity?
I think they were going south. It looked to me like they were going down to Fields and Hort.
Okay, so there's no chance we'll run into them where we're going.
No, probably not.
Not that I was
Much
worried.
worse things out there than 4 scary-looking adventurers, I
Do
reckon.
you get a lot of trouble
Like what?
yourself in your cabin?
We smoke
they
over
kinda
here.
just-
Nah.
He's a good boy.
Most people know, you know, while I've gotten on a bit long in the tooth, you know, I can handle myself in a scrap.
I bet you can.
Yeah, well, Smoko.
So that's the last time you saw anything kind of
What's scary?
weird. Yeah.
Oh, no, we're talking weird. Weird's different to scary. You know
okay,
what I mean?
fair. What about the
Weirdest
last
thing,
time you saw something weird then?
there was a ghost coming through here a couple of nights ago.
Excuse me?
Yeah, terrible looking
What
spectre.
kind of ghost?
Just a glowing thing, green and blue, making its way through the field. Just me and Smoko. Smoko starts going absolutely apeshit, of course. Ghosts, spectres, wraiths, you know it.
Was it talking?
He was singing the whole way through.
Singing. What was
Yeah.
it singing?
Was it
know-
obnoxious sounding? Like, did it sound like obnoxious?
I don't really know what that word means, but if I did, I'd say yes. Obnoxious
I
is
bet
like
it was that one
probably
ghost.
like
I
the
bet
type
it was
of
that one ghost.
the-
You
like
think
a
so?
theatre sound, like you know when you go and you see all these performers up on a big stage and they're all dressed fancy in like the olden clothes, and they're kind of doing a. We're singing like that.
But was it dressed like a pirate?
Well, I didn't get too close to really like see the stitching or whatever, but
That's
it looked to
fair.
me like they were just wearing a long looking, I don't know, wedding dress, something like that.
That's horrifying.
Yeah,
Oh,
weird.
maybe that's not the one I was thinking.
Just walking straight through the field. One side
You
all
get
the
a
way
lot
to
of
the other.
ghosts?
You get a ghost every now and then. It's not the ghosts I'm worried about, really, to be honest with you. Ghosts ain't too bad. It's the ghouls.
That
Sorry.
I understand.
But could you expand on that? Google, when's the last time you saw one of those?
Not
that
too
I'm
often you see a
scared.
ghoul, but they ain't pretty. And the problem with them is they'll get you. They get your hands on you, and that's it. You can't move. You know, they got some sort of poison in them, and you're
They
stuck.
put their hands on you?
Yeah, don't let them touch. Don't let them touch over you. See a ghoul. Yeah. Stay
Oh.
away from it.
It's okay. I won't let them touch you. Too.
I'm pale. Yeah, I definitely am like not enjoying this conversation, but I'm trying to be tough.
Yeah, you got to get yourself a smoko, mate. That's how you know someone's good or bad. If smoko was going crazy when you started coming up, then I'd know. You know,
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe
can
keep you at
is
arm's
he
length.
that good a judge of character?
Usually, yeah.
That's
Ah,
fantastic.
fantastic.
He's been doing this almost as long as me, ain't you, smoko? He leans down, scruffs his head.
Well,
That's a good dog.
I think we're only going to be staying one night before we head on up to Sonator. Are there any rules or anything that we should know for staying here? It's our first time.
Nah, not really. I mean, as long as you're not too much of a, you know, miscreant, you're not doing any weird things out here in the field, but it is just a field. You know, leave smoko alone. Don't wake me up in the night. Other than that,
Okay.
just go ahead, pitch a tent, whatever you got. Have a night. You can
Great.
have a fire, whatever you want. For the most part,
Well-
nothing really comes through the
Love a
field.
fire.
Okay.
Well, it
Well,
was good to meet
thank
you,
you.
Caleb.
Yeah. Pleasure.
Hmm.
Help yourselves.
Oh, and,
you want to
about
trade
the
some
meat-
stuff?
Yeah.
He just takes you around the side of the log cabin and just shows you a bunch of dried and salted meats that he seems to have gathered for the most part.
Smokers.
It looks like red meat. He says that it was some sort of deer type creature. Offers to trade you some of that. You're free to just quick trade him with something, whatever you're thinking here. Gold.
Yeah.
You're trading items or
Gold.
gold. Pelts.
How much for some meat? For some of these meats?
This is not going to set you back a lot. I don't think it's even going to cost you a full gold. I think, what is a traditional ration? Did we say it was 5 silver?
I think so. Let me double check. Yes. 5 silver for
So
one.
5 silver, and he will give you. He'll give you 8 rations for 2 gold. There's no more that he
Okay.
can sell.
Oh, yes. And Brula drops a couple gold pieces.
Like 8 portions of dried meat for you guys.
Nice.
Knock off 2 gold. He has a few other little things, but they're probably useless. They would just be like common little trinkets for hunting and the like. But I think you guys are kitted out in terms of other things like arrows and stuff like that. You know, maybe you trade a few little items here that we don't get into because we don't get too specific with the inventory because
Yeah.
it's incredibly boring. But you know, he maybe helps restock you a little bit, trades a couple of random things and sees you on your way. Smoko follows you a
Whilst-
little bit and then kind of heads back to the cabin as well. Yep.
Whilst they are getting their shopping done, and like during that whole conversation, there's 2 things I'd like to do outside
Yeah.
after I get the horses tied to the hitching post. One, kind of walk. I mean, there's no clearing. I mean, there's no trees or anything to hide in or anything here. So, I guess I kind of circle around the far side of the cabin where the hunters aren't seeing this because I don't really want anybody to see this, and I resummon my familiar, my assistant. I bring back Sylvia, or Lady Sylvaris, as she calls herself, my little sprite companion.
Yeah.
And kind of, I believe it's been 4 days since.
She's definitely made the journey in time. It was
sent
2
her to
days.
warn. Yeah, I think we said it was going to be 3 days, and I waited 4 just to make sure there was some leeway, just in case.
Yeah, I don't know where I wrote it, but I did write something. Oh yeah, here we go. I wrote 2 days, but 3 days. And then what you put in the letter. Yeah, you sent the letter. The letter was delivered.
Okay.
And then you can resummon.
So, Yeah, I'm using the Pact of the Chain power to yank her across space and time, so she reappears here and just, hey, did you deliver it? Any problems? Okay, that's good.
The little sprite. What do we see when she reappears?
You see, my spell casting is incredibly unceremonious compared to like Brula and Alinus, who do like proper magic. I don't know how it works. I'm invoking someone else's power, so I just, snap my fingers, and then there's a like a puff of purple smoke kind of unveils and reveals her hovering there, as if she were there the whole time, even though she wasn't a second ago. But it's kind of like a curtain parting and revealing just a hovering, like 6-inch tall person who is now flying.
Yeah,
that was not there a second ago, and she's wearing what looks like almost like a formal gown, almost like a ballroom gown, like she's going to a fancy gala or something, with the minor modification that the bottom half of her outfit has been modified, like the big any big flowing robe parts are gone. Like she's mobile, like her outfit isn't that cumbersome at the very least, so she can move. And that's pretty much it. Other than that, she just looks like a tiny elf-ish. She's probably got like sharper facial features and glowing eyes. Like she's not entirely a natural creature either, so it's not like a direct one-to-one, but looks like a tiny person.
Okay.
And since that only takes like 30 seconds, once I'm done with that, I think I go hit up the hunters while the rest of the gang is having that conversation inside. But I'm gonna have my assistant go use her. She has an ability called Heart Sight that lets her check someone's alignment.
All right.
And she can do this while invisible. So she's just gonna like turn invisible. Since Heart Sight is just an ability that's neither an attack nor a spell, she can just glance at someone and try to determine their emotional state and their alignment off of a DC 10 charisma save. If they fail to save, then she learns their alignment and like their mood.
Okay. What do I have here? Anyone with significant wisdom scores? No. I'm gonna roll 3 d20s.
Okay.
For these characters. 8, 6, 15. That was probably this one. So, as she sort of flies over, and maybe as we sort of follow the sprite across, and we see you kind of heading over there. We see a sort of typical looking group of adventurers, in that one is small, one is big, one is sort of medium sized, sitting around what looks like a pretty well made fire that's probably been burning throughout most of the day. One seems to be what we might expect a tiefling rogue to look like, kind of like wraps, dark looking clothing, small tiefling horns. One looks like what we might expect more of a human barbarian to look like. While they don't have like the typical barbaric sort of Conan looking barbarian clothes, they do have like thick furs that form what looks more like a vest over their chest, and then big thick looking traveling trousers with big thick boots, and an enormous war axe sitting on one side of them. And then the other one here is wearing kind of much plainer looking robes with kind of a gold trim to them, with a symbol on it that would look like kind of a face in a circle. And this is a much smaller looking gnome person. Next to them is a small wagon that seems to be filled with lots of wrapped goods. A few of them are bloodied, but you can also see multicolored feathers, a pair of black antlers as well. But everything else seems to be kind of wrapped in this very small looking wagon. As your sprite comes over and does this, sonar of alignment. I don't really do alignment anymore, but you don't get any sense of evil. You get more of a sense of something that would feel closer to sort of neutral good from the two that fail the DC check, being the barbarian and the cleric. We're gonna say the gnome and the human. The tiefling seems to make the check, but the other two seem fine. They just, they don't look particularly rough, but they look more like a type of group that you wouldn't find in the city and you would more likely encounter in a forest, like a ranger group kind of thing, although you get more of a sense of a rogue from the look of the tiefling there.
Sure. Yeah, even if there's no like official alignment, as long as I'm not, as long as we're not picking up on like overt murderous intent.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for.
As you get closer, it does seem just like another group of adventurers like you guys.
Okay.
And they're pretty common. Again, remember, adventuring is extremely common in this region.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I just use I as an icebreaker. I kind of just look at it and say, "Looks like you all got a good catch. You're not heading south with that, are you?"
They sort of see you coming the whole way over, and as you get closer, they exchange a couple of words, and then the tiefling sort of looks up and nods at you and says, "Yeah, who's asking?"
Oh, well, I'm Rio, from Runenstein. I just wanted to warn you guys, there's like a giant bird on the road, so if you're heading south, be careful.
Yeah, the Undertaker.
Oh, it has a name?
The slightly larger, like the very muscular looking human kind of laughs and says, "Yeah, Undertaker, because it can fly." The tiefling looks over and says, "Yeah, Vinny, that makes sense."
A quick question: Was my sprite able to hear what they were whispering when I was walking up?
Good shout. I mean, I guess roll me a d20 and we'll just say if you roll over a 10, yes.
Okay. Dang, that was almost a 19. It's a 9.
Not really. They did like a very experienced, hushed, quick set of words as you got close enough.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, in that case, I kind of look confused and say, "Oh, I'm honestly kind of surprised if that big flying thing is so well known that I've never heard of it before." I don't know. It kind of caught us by surprise.
The gnome jumps up and moves over towards you, and as soon as the gnome starts moving, you realize how baggy these robes are. They're like definitely way too large for this gnome, and he kind of moves over towards you, his legs getting caught in the thing, and he moves suddenly. It's like completely immediate. As soon as you mention this bird, he jumps up and runs over to you. As he gets close, he says,
"You must be very lucky. You have survived."
Yeah, we did get pretty lucky. That's why I wanted to warn the three of you if you're heading south, like that thing's out and it's hunting. So,
Tell me,
kind of.
who do you worship?
I've never given it too much thought. There's so many gods, and we know most of them are real, but I don't know.
Kind of as close to you as like it feels comfortable. He's still like 2 or 3 feet away from you, but he stops and leans up as far as he can and peers at you. One of his large blue eyes kind of closing, but the other one widening. And he says,
"You would not trick me, would you?
No,
You would not lie."
I match his posture, like kind of leaning down towards him, like I'm listening intently. No, I'm not lying.
Okay.
The tiefling says, "Leave him alone, Scrape. There's nothing wrong with him. Nothing wrong with you, is there?"
Not that I know of.
All right.
If there is something wrong, I'd hope you'd tell me.
Yeah, you want to avoid the rock. Not easy to do, to be honest, out on the plains there, but on them horses, I would say moving faster is worse with that thing, but it's a bit random, so a bit dangerous. Surprised you survived, to be honest. Don't know if we would have survived a run-in with the Undertaker. He kind of looks to Scrape, the gnome, and who's shaking his head, and looks over to the barbarian that he referred to as Vinny, and Vinny just kind of nods, and then looks at you and nods, and then seems like he kind of catches on, like he's a bit confused as to what's going on, and then just stops. Anyway,
Right.
anything we can do to help?
No, that was it. I just kind of felt the, good, decent thing to do would be to warn you if you're heading south.
You're a sportsman, are ya? Kind of looks you up and down. Your clothing is sort of vaguely sportsmanish, right?
Oh, sports. I thought you said spokesman. Sportsman. Oh, yeah. I've played a few games here and there.
We had you pegged for adventurers, but what is it? What are you doing?
Both really. Adventure. I'm in the Fighters Guild, but I'm also.
Yeah, our Fighters Guild. Oh, yeah, I was in the Fighters Guild as well, says the Vinny the Barbarian. There you go, one of your
nice. How long ago?
Well, when did I do my training? It would have been 1, 4, probably 4 or 7 months, days, years ago. The tiefling says, much longer than that, Vinny. I reckon he probably finished 20 years ago.
Oh, okay. It's been a while. I was going to say maybe we know some of the same people, but if it's been that long, probably there's not too many people stay that long.
Yeah, Vinny's had a few knocks to the head over the years. Sort of literally runs in head first to practically everything.
A couple of hard hits here.
Yes, it's not very lucky. Not very lucky at all.
And then the gnome looks at you and literally kind of just like glowers at you, just shoots you a filthy look.
What did I do?
You say you survived this attack from the Undertaker.
Yeah, we
I
were
do
lucky.
not believe you.
Oh, okay.
Show me a coin that you carry. Something that you have carried for a very long time. An old coin of yours.
I just do as he asks and reach into my bag for... I've had some of these coins probably on me for months.
Do you mind? I will give it back.
He holds his hand out to you.
Sure, I just hand him a coin. And then I look confused up at the tiefling.
The tiefling kind of just like shrugs and just gives you a sort of like let it go shake of his head. The gnome takes the coin into his palm and then like rubs it with his thumb, one-handed, and then his entire expression changes and he hands it back to you and says,
okay, they did survive it.
You learned that from my coin.
Yes, but it was luck. You can thank Baggleram.
Right. I'll be sure to say thank you.
Yes, I would recommend it, for it was Baggleram that saved you this day.
I put the coin away and say, all right, well, if you are already aware of the dangers, then, my job here is done. Safe travels.
The tiefling says, before you go, where are you headed?
We're heading up to Sodentor.
Oh, you're going the wrong way. Never mind.
Yeah, so we already passed by the rock hunting grounds, I suppose.
Yeah. Ankheg's on the road up by Osterhold. That's what we ran into. I wouldn't... If you can avoid it, I'd go off-road a little bit. Maybe about a day south of Osterhold. Loads of them. Don't know what's going on underground there, but, all the tunnels and everything everywhere. Probably something to do with that. Nasty little bastards. We didn't bother with them.
Gotcha. We'll take the long way around then. Appreciate the heads up. Have you bumped into anyone else heading up towards Sodentor in the past couple of days?
A couple of people here and there. What do you mean, like adventurers like us or someone in particular?
Just anyone heading the same direction. It was the bird thing just caught us off guard because I would think that word would have spread about this Undertaker thing, but no one in our group had ever heard of it, so...
Yeah, there's got to be a quest or two somewhere, but it's just such a big bastard. I don't think anyone's probably bothered. Probably like that fucking crab, and then immediately the barbarian stands up Whoa! The crab! That fucking crab. Yeah, that fucking crab. There's a big bastard crab. All the way up on the Bospit Beach. Nasty piece of work. Such a big thing that I think at this point it's just earned sort of legendary status. You could probably just kill it. If you could bring in the rock or the crab, you could probably just bring it to any guild and they'd probably give you a big bag of coin regardless. I mean, it's sort of what we do, but we take down smaller things. And he points to the wagon. Says those were peritons. You know what that is?
Yeah, it's a common game bird, right?
It's more than a bird, yeah, but yeah, it's a nasty bit of work. I don't really deal with anything bigger than that.
That's fair.
You know, yeah, big old rock like that, I reckon run and hide if you can run fast. What you can do is an old trick, what we do here, and he points to the gnome and says, go on, Scrape, show him. And the cleric says,
Okay, stand back, please.
the cleric places his hands together, mutters under his breath in Gnomish. I don't know if you speak Gnomish. We'll never know. And
I do not.
He says a bunch of words in Gnomish and then just sort of turns the area that the group are sat in into what just looks like a rock, like not the bird, an actual boulder, and just sort of covers the area in moss and stones. And then from within this illusion, you hear, "We just do this for the flying things that are too big to deal with. Doesn't really work with the land-based things because they can normally smell good. The flying ones are good at seeing. Things on the ground can smell, so bear that in mind." And the illusion drops.
Huh. I'll keep that in mind. Illusions, yeah. If there's any other big flying things, I guess we just trick it.
Yeah, try and hide, I reckon. All right, well, if you ain't got nothing else, I think we're probably going to have a few drinks. If we get a bit too loud for you over here, don't mind us.
No worries. Cheers, thanks for the info.
Yeah.
And I will head towards the cabin if they're still in there shopping or if that conversation is ending.
Probably they're kind of heading back over
Yeah.
towards you or towards the horses, and you're heading back. We'll just say around the same time for the sake of it.
I think I'll have seen Rio talking to the group and sort of walk over and just say, "So, you talked to them? How did that go?"
Pretty well. I think they seem nice enough. I'm pretty convinced they're not agents of the Thieves Guild chasing us.
That's good.
They're way too good at what they do as hunters to be thieves. They're obviously.
Gnome take something from you?
I didn't get my coin back from it.
He did give it back. He did give it back.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What happened?
Oh, I'm not sure. I guess he's like a fortune teller or something. He was like,
Oh, you can make me a religion check if you want.
sure. Actually, I don't. Depending on what it was, there's a good chance that there's just no way I would know. Here, I will roll it.
Yeah.
Can I be running around with the dog?
A 7.
Yeah, maybe you don't really know what.
Yeah, I have no
religion he's
idea.
with. Yeah.
I have no idea. I don't think I'm not non-religious, but I think I'm so focused on physical achievement as an athlete and as a fighter that I've never paid attention to religious rites. So
Fair.
when he's doing that, I'm just like, oh, cool, yeah, sure, yeah, good. I have no idea what he did. No clue. Maybe Alinus knows since you just watched it happen, but from across the thing.
So, would I have known? Like, I feel like I would have known if you mentioned the name of the god. But since you didn't, I don't know if I would know about the ritual, I guess, of kind of taking the coin and... Because I assume that's what that was like a religious kind of ritual where he rubbed the coin with his thumb.
He did a little something there.
Okay.
No, it wasn't much of an answer, but I don't have a
No, but
straightforward
okay.
answer
So
for
when
you
he
either.
rubbed his thumb on the coin, would it be well known in the world that if you were familiar with the god, that was something that they did, even if it wasn't
Yeah, like
like crossing
yeah.
yourself or whatever?
Make
Or is
me a religion check, but the DC is very high.
Okay. Not
You're
me
also quite
forgetting
far
my
away.
alphabet. There we go.
What alphabet?
It was an 11.
Yeah, it's tough to say.
11.
It's sort of only really half a religious thing that he did. It was also partially just a thing that he does. So
Okay.
you know, you don't recognize it as an overtly religious rite unless it's something from one of the, there's lots of like minor religions, major religions, there's little secret cults and stuff around that are all, you know, able to do different things and stuff. From the distance that you recognize and from over here, he does look like a sort of a cleric type in simple robes, but you're too far away, I think, to make out any of the detail on those robes, like the symbol that was on there.
Okay.
I don't think you really recognize. He just took a coin, and then
Yeah.
you know, Rio says he was some sort of fortune teller, so it probably rings closer to the truth of that.
Okay. Fair enough. As long as you got it back.
Yeah, he gave it back. I didn't really pry too much for info on if they'd seen other people heading up this way to see if we're being followed. I didn't want to rouse too much suspicion, but I mean, they have a cart full of stuff that they caught, and they seem to know a lot about hunting and a lot about the area, so they're definitely not from the Thieves Guild. They're not here looking for us. So I don't
Seems
think
like
we
a
have anything
very
to worry
elaborate
about.
ruse if it was, so.
Yeah, if they were from the Thieves Guild to set up here and go hunting all that stuff, they'd be very convincing. They have me convinced that
That's
they're not
fair.
here
I
looking for
trust
us. So yeah, I guess we can spend the night here since they're the only ones here and there's no one else, you know, no one else around. I don't think we have much to fear.
Ooh, maybe we could also make a fire?
I
That
think we could
sounds
start
great.
fire this time.
Sure, yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
When
You
you
see
wanna be
Brule is
settled
very
down?
happy, like, huh. Fire.
The comfort fire.
Yeah, I think we see you guys settle down, unpack the saddlebags on the horses, find like areas for them to. They can probably kind of roam around a little bit here because it's such a wide space. But I mean, it depends how you want to do that. I
would assume they have a big fenced-in area if this is like...
Yeah, there's not really a dedicated area for it because they set it up when the market comes in because of the different events that are held here. So there's not a really decent like post for tying the horses down exactly, but you can probably make some sort of thing yourself when it comes to overnight. Other than that, they're kind of just going to have to free roam a little. You guys, because normally you might find like a tree or like some sort of rock that you can tie these things off to. But here it is just a mud field, not like super muddy, but it is just like flat dirt. But we see you sort of unpack the horses, set up a little camp area, and then start a fire. I think by the time that the fire is built, that night would have fallen. You can hear the other group as well, kind of getting a little drunk. You can hear them having a hearty drink and having a good laugh. The other three of them, it sounds like they're exchanging stories, and you hear them like singing little songs that Brule you probably recognize to be classic road songs from not really from this region, but probably more likely from the fringe itself. Travelers' songs, people that stick with the road folk. There are many different groups that move up and down on the roads. There's a halfling group, famous group of halfling road folk, and they have a lot of songs, and they probably sing a couple of those. And you just hear them. They just seem to be getting drunk and loud. In a not egregious way, but just like you can hear them at the other side of the camp. It seems to be a thing that they're doing while you guys set up, and that kind of just proceeds throughout the night, depending on what happens here. If you never know, the Undertaker might show up, but for now,
Say that.
that's what the other group are doing.
You never know.
You can see that at some point, Kellop does sort of cook up some food on his little Barbie outside over there, and he makes up a little dinner for himself and for Smoko, and he then vanishes, like goes around the back of his hut and seems to go like down off of the edge of this kind of cliffside and down towards like the water more, and just seems to vanish for a few hours while you guys are setting up. And you make yourselves a fire. You know, Brula very happily sits in front of the fire.
Yes.
We have that like Pingu shot where like Brula's eyes are very wide and the fire is in it just for like a few seconds. And the Sephiroth theme plays for like just a moment, and then and then it just snaps out, and yeah, and it was Brula like plucking on with a new tune that she'd come up with.
Fantasizing about leaving that guy in the woods.
And yeah, you sort of settle
Just
down here
left him. He would have been okay, probably.
for the night.
That's like the song that she's singing. If we had just left him, he would have been okay. Probably.
And is there anything significant that you guys do or want to do here?
Don't think so.
No, I think in this case, it's kind of oddly comforting to have what feels like a sense of almost normal travel with like a group over there kind of getting drunk and having a good time and being very merry, and us being here, and we've just had a conversation with like the caretaker and his dog, and I think it's just this moment of like tricking ourselves into, yeah, this is totally a normal adventuring party.
Yep, I think I just settle down and pretend that life is normal for one evening.
Yeah, and
It's
I
a
think,
dangerous thing to say.
kind of envious of that other group, like just
Yeah.
getting drunk and forgetting about all their troubles because they have the luxury of doing that and we don't.
Yeah, they're on the way back
Brula's
from
probably
their
like,
adventure.
she's probably working on like some thing on her. So it's like a lot more chill at our camp with
Yeah.
a little wind instrument going on.
Yeah, but from the other side, you hear like a football chant, like, you know, he's a massive wanker. He's a massive He's a massive wanker. He's a massive one. And then they all like cheer and laugh, and then, you know, Barbarian
I
throws
think
a mug
every
of
time they
ale.
cheer, Alina's probably goes, "Hey!" as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah.
Just to join in.
And it's like interspliced every now and then. They're not constantly going, but you know, it does seem to be like what they do. Now the benefit of staying at Markfeld is that you do not roll for an encounter. It is just a mechanical benefit of being here. It is impossible to be attacked by a T-Rex or the Blue Thieves Guild or anything. You just get a free night of rest. Because I wasn't sure when I looked at this map. And,
Darn it.
you know, I look over at this thing. I was like, this is kind of the first waypoint on your travel here, and I don't know how rough these first few days will end up being. You never know. You might never roll an encounter. You might roll into an immediate deadly encounter, and then an immediate deadly encounter, and then another one, another one. It's completely possible.
No more
Add
of
it to
those.
the universe, please.
So
Thank you.
the benefit of Markfeld is always that if you stay here, you never need to roll on the encounter table. So you can begin, and you can have another night's long rest. I would like, however, all of you to roll me d20s first.
Ooh.
Shout them out to me, please. Whatever you get.
8.
10.
2.
How do you just roll as yourself instead of rolling as the group?
It might be that you have the token on the map selected, so maybe try just clicking off of the token somewhere else.
I've tried that. And
That didn't
Yeah,
work.
same.
Yeah, I
That
tried
doesn't
that and
work.
it doesn't
In
work.
that
also.
case, I have no idea.
Can you just
Let
do
me
like
try.
a self
Open.
roll? Is that?
Yeah, I'm trying that real quick.
No, that is a thing.
No, that
will
just makes
roll.
it private. Okay, because
just
I'm
it will just
curious.
be a
Yeah,
thing that only you
okay.
can see. Try opening your character sheet, clicking on the character sheet, and then rolling afterwards. Maybe that like triggers it. Otherwise, I'll just figure it out and ask Wax Steven in time for next week.
I got a 13.
I don't know why it's always rolling as a group. I'll figure it out.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
add
It
it
looked.
today.
Rio was able to do it.
I'm sorry, I did what?
Singularly, it looks like you were able to roll for yourself, but when like the rest of us have been rolling it, we roll
As
for
group,
the group
for some
as
reason.
a group.
I
does
just
say our
see-
name underneath it, but
Oh yeah, I see group and then a name under it.
Is there a
it's
certain
funny.
way you do it?
Yeah.
I just clicked the little dice button at the
Yeah,
bottom
that's what
under
I
the
did too.
We're doing
under the
too,
column.
Oh.
Well, it's also weird because now that you pointed it out, because I never noticed before, Linus and Brula are rolling as a group, and then
It's all of us.
And then,
I
well,
am
and then
too.
Toof has private rolling, unless you just did that on purpose just now.
She just did that.
I did just now just to test
Okay.
it. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's still group for everything.
It's like-
yeah, one of the ones in there is a tooth group roll as well. It's weird.
Okay. Who wants to roll me 3d10?
Last time I did this, I got us a deadly encounter. Maybe someone else does. this.
Last time I did this, we went to the
Got
end
it.
of time.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, who doesn't have terrible luck?
14.
Okay, so it's actually a 2, a 4, and an 8.
Specific.
3d10s.
Yeah,
I
it
know
was
that's-
3d10, right? Yeah.
Yep, that was
Yeah,
correct.
you did. It's
Okay,
just
okay,
this is
okay.
the individual
You
dice.
can drop it down if you click on where it says 14 in the dice roller, and it will show you the dice that you rolled. So it was 2 and 4 and an 8. Okay, yeah, nothing crazy happens. You'll be pleased to know, probably, and you all are able to enjoy a nice, comfortable sort of. Trick yourselves a little into believing it being a much more normal evening. The sounds of like this group behind you having a bit of a knees up. Whoever is like up throughout the night and potentially taking watches or keeping an eye out will eventually see very early hours, like somewhere near sunup, Smoko and Kellop return. And he is bringing with him, you can see he's got like 3 very large looking fish hanging from string as he brings it up and hangs them up outside of his cabin, yawns, throws a little scrap of something to the dog and then heads inside of his cabin. And you are all able to successfully complete a long rest. And sun comes up the next day, but we'll pick up from there next week since we always start with breakfast. With breakfast. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Thank you so much for playing players. We're going to head out. We're going to go and record something that we like to call the Green Room. It's just a short little conversation that we have about the episode or about the show, and sometimes just about whatever we want. And that goes up on our membership feed, which is merch.tablestory.tv. And there's a bunch of other stuff up there as well, including a Cool Kids t-shirt. Which I might, if I click this button, still have a thing that I can show you. Yes, it's still there. The design for our Cool Kids Forever t-shirt. If you want anything like that.
It's so cute.
Otherwise,
Dude, I have to cop one.
I have
I
one
really
and
wanna
I
get
wear
one.
it every Tuesday except today because I couldn't find it in my
I'll
drawer.
take your entire stock. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. And our final words here will be from Pumpkinberry.
Farewell.
It sounded like it was from
Until-
Tooth.
Oh, because it takes me forever to get out of the two voice, but farewell until next Tuesday.
Wow, so formal. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye. Bye.
like a hunger strike will crack. Don't know how long you can last, as long as it's hard to pass. But I do what I do, I do it all for the young in my head. Know you hate when I'm stuck in your past. You gotta learn from my mistakes. I won't make it alive if I live for desire. No, and I won't make it alive if I wait any longer. You wanna walk on the water and up the world with the fire. Yeah, but I won't make it alive if I stay in your hole. Can be off with the back flips, a million bad habits. Still we good like we make this, but gotta listen to my shit. But when you're looking like